2061, Odyssey 3, Chapter 9, Mount Zeus. The survey satellite Europa 6 had been in orbit for almost 15 years and had far exceeded its design life. Whether it should be replaced was a subject of considerable debate in the small Ganymede scientific community or establishment. It carried the usual collection of data gathering instruments, as well as a now virtually useless imaging system. Though still in perfect working order, all that this normally showed of Europa was an unbroken cloudscape. The overworked science team on Ganymede scanned the recording in quick look mode once a week, then squirted the raw data back to Earth. On the whole, they would be rather relieved when Europa 6 expired and its torrent of uninteresting gigabytes finally dried up. Now, for the first time in years, it had produced something exciting. Orbit 71934, said the deputy chief astronomer, who had called Vandenberg as soon as the latest data dump had been evaluated. Coming in from the night side, heading straight for Mount Zeus, you won't see anything for another 10 seconds, though. The screen was completely black, yet Vanderberg could imagine the frozen landscape rolling past beneath its blanket of clouds 1,000 kilometers below. In a few hours, the distant sun would be shining there, for Europa revolved on its axis once in every 7 Earth days. Night side should really be called twilight side, for half the time it had ample light, but no heat. Yet the inaccurate name had stuck, because it had emotional validity. Europa knew sunrise, but never Lucifer rise. And the sun's rise was coming now, speeded up 1,000-fold by the racing probe. A faintly luminous band bisected the screen as the horizon emerged from the darkness. The explosion of light was so sudden that Vanderberg could almost imagine he was looking into the glare of an atomic bomb. In a fraction of a second, it ran through all the colors of the rainbow, then became pure white as the sun leaped above the mountain, then vanished as the automatic filters cut into the circuit. That's all. Pity there was no operator on duty at the time. He could have panned the camera down and had a good view of the mountain as we went over. But I knew you'd like to see it, even though it disproves your theory. How? Said Vanderberg, more puzzled than annoyed. When you go through it in slow motion, you'll see what I mean. Those beautiful rainbow effects, they're not atmospheric, they're caused by the mountain itself. Only ice could do that, or glass, which doesn't seem very likely. Not impossible, volcanoes can produce natural glass, but it's usually black, of course. Yes. Er, I won't commit myself until I've been through the data, but my guess would be rock crystal, transparent quartz. You can make beautiful prisms and lenses out of it. Any chance of some more observations? I'm afraid not. That was pure luck. Sun, mountain, camera, all lined up at the right time. It won't happen again in 1,000 years. Thanks, anyway. Can you send me over a copy? No hurry. I'm just leaving on a field trip to Paris and won't be able to look at it until I get back. Vanderberg gave a short, rather apologetic laugh. You know, if that really is rock crystal, it would be worth a fortune, might even help solve our balance of payment problem. But that, of course, was utter fantasy. Whatever wonders or treasures Europa might conceal, the human race had been forbidden access to them by that last message from Discovery. 50 years later, there was no sign that the interdiction would be lifted.